Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Shan. Now, you know when you think about how you used to respond and how you used to react to situations, and you know when you know you're not that person anymore. You know when you know you're not that person anymore. And even though you don't care too much about what people think, like this is part of you that thinks like, only if you knew that I'm no longer that person, like only if you knew like that I wouldn't tolerate those things again. Like only if you knew that I wouldn't, nah. Like honestly, like I think my palms are sweating even just thinking about it, talking about it, because I was triggered the other day. Like I was triggered. Something triggered me to remember how I used to be, how I used to show up. Doesn't it hurt? Like it hurt me. Like it made me literally just like cringe. Like no. I guess it's life though, isn't it? Like we have to go through these things that make us who we are, okay? Because there's no regrets, okay? I want to say there's no shame, but there's a bit of shame. There's no regrets because it makes us who we are. And in my case, I feel like it makes me relatable. So when I'm making these videos, I've got something to come with, okay? Like if I didn't go through anything, if I didn't have any experiences, I don't know if I'd have a YouTube channel. I don't know if I would have a YouTube channel. So like we have to go through things, we have to learn from things, but ultimately it's to help us to help somebody else, okay? I don't know though, like I still don't know. You know, for me, I don't know about you guys, but there's certain people that I don't want to see ever again. I don't want to see certain people ever again. And it's crazy because you know when you wish that you could turn back the hands of time and you could show up as your new self and be like, yo, try me now. Try me now. Put me back in that same situation. Try me now. Let's see how I show up now, because I wouldn't be the same person. I wouldn't be the same person. And I'm confident that I wouldn't do the same things or react the same way. And I don't know. Literally the other day I was driving and something triggered me to remember how I used to be, and I'm like, nah, you was an idiot. Like why would you do that? Like literally like speaking to myself, like why did you do that? Why did you know what I'm trying to say? Like, and sometimes right, people can give you advice, but you have to experience this stuff for yourself, right? And when I think back, we might have been advised by our friends and our family on what to do in a particular situation, but a lot of the time we've got to go through these things for ourselves to know for ourselves, okay? Like we can't just live off other people's experiences, other people's words of advice. Like we have to like know for ourselves what really be going on. Right? We have to know for ourselves. Like I don't want anyone to like live in regrets. I don't want anyone to have guilt, remorse, shame or anything like that, because it's made you who you are today. I'm confident that everything that we go through, there's always a lesson that we can take from it, okay? And I just try and focus on the lessons, because there's always lessons from the things that you've been through. Now, I guess it's difficult when you don't learn from the lessons, okay? But that stuff will bother you if you keep going on the same cycle, repeating the same things and not taking the lesson. Because I know that some of the things that I've been through, some of the things that I've put myself in, right? Some of the stuff I put myself in, I don't want to go through that again. And I don't plan to go through that again. And actually, if I did go through that again, I would handle it differently because I'm a woman now. You know, just I'm a woman now. I'm grown. I'm mature, right? I'm grown because a lot of the things that I was doing when I wasn't grown, nah, like, no. It's not okay. I'm okay. But if you just take a minute just to really deep and reflect on how you used to show up, nah, that couldn't. And the thing is, I want to sit here and say that could never be me. But it was me. Like, and sometimes, you know, like it's crazy because as much as I say that I don't care, there's a part of me that does, because I want somehow, right, without me seeking validation, somehow, like I would just love like people that, you know, knew me then, just to have a glimpse of what I'm like now, so you know that I ain't that person, right? I ain't that person. Like I'm not gonna try and reach out to them for them to know, but I just want you to know, like if you're watching this right now, I ain't that person, okay? So I'm not gonna show up the way I used to. You're not gonna have the same me. Like I won't be the same me. Like try me now, because I won't be the same person. I won't be the same person. You know, sometimes when you just want them to know, when you're talking to people, you're like, oh, I don't care what people think. I kind of do, you know. Like, just a little bit. Like, I kind of do, because you knew me when I was an idiot. You knew me when I was doing too much. You knew me when I tried too much. You knew me when I was a fool, right? You knew me then. Erase that version of me. Like, we're done with that. And for a minute, when I was having this cringe moment, I thought it was just me. Like, I thought, nah, I need to just double check if it's just me that cringes about things that I used to do, how we used to show up. Okay, so I messaged my sister, I messaged my cousin, and they're like, yeah, of course, like, of course, it's not just you, like, of course, like, I cringe at how it used to be. And I'm like, okay, good. Some things could have been avoided, but again, until we go through it, we don't know that. But I do think there's some things that we should know better about. We've gone through the lesson once or twice, right? We've got to do better. Sometimes I ask myself, and as I'm making this video right now, like, I'm thinking to myself, a lot of the things that I cringe about that I've done, how I've showed up, should I have known better? Do you know what I mean? Like, should I have known better, given the knowledge that I had, the experience that I had, my maturity levels, etc. And I don't know, I feel like once you've gone through something 2 or 3 times, after that now, you ain't listening, you ain't taking the lesson. And I think that's when you can possibly live with regrets, because now it's like, yo, you're hard of hearing. Like, why are you not taking the lesson? And I do think sometimes it might take us a while to get the lesson. Do you know what I mean? And I do feel like we have to be patient with ourselves and not beat ourselves up over the things that we've done, the situations that we put ourselves in, and so forth. But don't keep repeating the lesson. Don't keep repeating the lesson, because you gotta live with that for life, you know. Like, unless you've got amnesia and then memory problems there, right? You have to live with that for the rest of your life. Like, you have to live with the stuff that you've done, like when you feel like you've been an idiot, when you feel like you've done too much, when you feel like you could have handled yourself better. Like, you've got to live with that. And also as well, you can't take back things that we say, things that we do, okay? And as much as we say that we don't care, and yes, you know, like, we shouldn't care what people think and all the rest of it, but to some degree, we should. You want to put your best foot forward. You want to make sure that you're trying to be your best every day. And I don't know where I'm going with this, because I cringe. I cringe. When I think about it, there's so much knowledge, opportunities to support you to become better, for you to change your life. Especially when you commit your life to God as well, all things become new. There's no reason why you should be the same person that you was 5 years ago. There's no reason why you should be the same person that you was 10 years ago. There's no reason why you should be the same person that you was last year. There's no excuse for it. You should always be working on yourself, striving to be better, striving to be the best version of yourself, like learning from your mistakes, reflecting on how you can be better, reflecting on what role you've played in your suffering, reflecting on how you've possibly done a madness. How you've possibly done a madness, right? And you might be in some sticky situations, right? You might have put yourself in some sticky situations, but learn from it. Learn from it, because I don't want you guys living with regrets, okay? And then having to cringe at who you used to be. And like I said, we have to learn from this stuff, okay? Some things we have to go through and grow through. I don't know if you can think of some stuff, and I didn't make this video to make you guys feel bad. I just wanted to talk, because I'm sitting here, right, triggered what I thought about the other day, and I'm like, nah, like, you just need to think about this too. I can't be the only one that, nah, we're in this together, right? Especially if you're a subscriber, we're in this together. You know what? Having a I don't care attitude, sometimes I'm like, I wish that could be me. You know, just some people that just say, I don't care. I don't care, and keep it moving. And sometimes I do think, oh, why can't I have this I don't care attitude where I just keep it stepping, keep it moving, and it is what it is. But at the same time, I don't want to be someone that's an old person that hasn't dealt with the issues. I don't want to be an old person that just has gone through life with an I don't care attitude, and now I don't know. I don't know, but I'm saying less cringes. Like, as I've got older, I'm less irrational. I act less on impulse. Like, I think things through. I can't believe I'm saying it, because I never used to do this. Like, I think things through. Even before I speak now, I think things through. Like, literally, before I speak, I think things through. Like, is it worth me saying this? Do I want to say this? Is it worth me saying these things to this person? Am I doing too much? Am I overextending? I ask myself all these things before acting irrationally. I don't want that for you guys. And if you're driven by your emotions, if you're driven by your feelings and how you feel, and because you feel like it, you're gonna do it. Because you feel like it, you're gonna say it. You stepping on dangerous ground. You're stepping on dangerous ground. That's risky business. That is risky business, because imagine just doing things just because you feel like it. Imagine just doing things because your emotions are telling you to do it. Like I said, I am so grateful for who I am. I think it keeps me humble. It helps me to be relatable. I wouldn't be me if I didn't have these experiences. I would have wanted it any other way. I don't know. I don't think that I do. Like, I think that I'm happy with who I am today. And like, you know what it is? Some of the things are hard to like even comprehend. That did I really have to go through that for me to learn the lessons that I now know? Sometimes I think, like, was all of that necessary? Did God really have to like allow me to go through that? Like, surely we could have found a different route. Surely we could have found a different way for me to learn and know what I know today. Guess not. So am I happy that I went through all of that because it's maybe who I am today? I guess so, right? Maybe this channel wouldn't even exist if your girl hadn't been through some stuff, right? So let's just all take a minute to thank Jesus for the trials and tribulations that your girl's been through. As cringe as those situations were, I've genuinely got to be proud of the woman I am today. And I hope you guys can say the same things about yourself. Be proud of the person that you are today. Don't live with shame or guilt or regret over your head, okay? But just make sure that you've learned from the lesson. Just make sure that you're not going to put yourself in the same situation. Or if you do go through the same situation again, you know better now, right? You know better, okay? So I feel like Satan would love us to stay in regret, would love us to stay in guilt, would love us to stay in a place of shame, okay? Because then you're not going to show up as your true self. Then you're holding yourself hostage to the things that are no longer happening, because then you're not really free, are you? You're dwelling on the past. You're dwelling on things that might not be happening right now, and then you're not showing up as your true self, okay? And literally every day you wake up, it's a new opportunity to gain knowledge, be open to opportunities, and allow God to lead you to a new life, right? Every day. But if you're dwelling on the past, you're not giving yourself room to even be open. You don't even have room to see what's ahead of you. Please don't dwell on the past, okay? I've done that. Mentally, you're stuck. You need to create room for the things that are yet to come. You're holding yourself hostage to the things that aren't currently happening, to things that happened years ago, to things that happened a very long time ago. And these things might not even be happening today, okay? These things might not even be a reality for you today, but you're stuck and dwelling on these things, right, that aren't serving you, okay? And what you need to do is let them go, pray about it. And I'm talking from experience where I've been dwelling on things and it stopped me from moving forward. It stopped me from being able to think about different things that I wanted for my life, okay? And I don't want that for you. So take it to Jesus, take it to God, and allow him to help you to let go of these cringy moments, these things that you might have regret about, these things that you might have shame about, because God doesn't want that for you, okay? God doesn't want that for you. God really doesn't want it for you. But sometimes we do it to ourselves and we hold on to things that aren't relevant to where we're going, aren't relevant to today, okay? And there's so many things that you could be doing. There's so many things that you could be focusing on rather than thinking about all your regrets, all your shames, all your cringy moments, okay? Like, don't be that person. So guys, I hope you've taken something from this video, okay? Like I said to you before, a lot of the videos that I make is my lived experiences, okay? Things that I've been through, lessons that I've taken from the things that I've been through, right? And to be honest with you, you guys will never really know everything, all right? I will never really tell you too much, but of course I can share my lessons with you. Of course I can do that, and I hope that I ain't offended you by saying that, okay? So don't forget to subscribe, because I love you, all right? I want you to live out your best life. I want you to live out your best life. I want you to feel free in your mind. I want you to feel liberated. I don't want you walking around overwhelmed with the past, overwhelmed with who you used to be, okay? Like, we're not doing that anymore, okay? And every day you wake up, every minute of the day actually is a new opportunity to let it go, move forward, be great, and yeah, subscribe, I guess, right? Subscribe, guys. Leave me some comments on how you found the video. Check out some more other videos as well. I don't know what videos I'm going to put here and there, but check out some more other videos. And I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Hello.